Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Lucy Sandwich.
And welcome to
BS on the Internet.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, it's been another one of those months.
Somethings.
I know. We wanted
Periods
to
of time.
do periods of time.
Yes.
I know. We haven't done many of these this year
No.
because of COVID and everything kind of stopping. And we are at the end of the year now. And we figured that it might be cool to kind of talk about the year a little bit with each other, with you, talk about what we watched, what we did. We're not going to talk about games because we're going to do that next week, right?
Yeah.
Because I really want to talk about games. A lot of things happened in
Yeah, we
gaming.
feel like we could do a whole video just talking about games and game-related things,
just
game
what
industry
we
things.
Played
Yeah.
and what we missed and all this stuff. Like, luckily, we had like no shortage of things to watch and music to listen to. So we figured we'd talk about that for a little while and just talk about the year we had on the channel.
Yeah.
We hit 100,000, which has been
We had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We've hit 10,000 on Twitch.
Yeah.
10,000
We're
followers
at
on
like
Twitch.
12 now, too.
Yeah, I think we're at 12 or close
Around
to 12.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I know. It's been bananas.
It has been bananas.
Right before we came down here, I was thinking, okay, like, what are we going to talk about? And we're just going to hang out. We're having a little quarantine because we're back in the quarantine, reading about COVID, talking about what to do.
That's right.
I was trying to like organize my thoughts and I was trying to think about everything that we were doing with the channel. And I wish we were able to play more, do more with the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was reflecting back on this year and we have the channel, we have Twitch, we have a full-time job, then a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And then quarantine. Yeah. And then everything that goes with quarantine.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace here and say like, okay, like not everything is going to be the way you want it to be. I think that may be a New Year's resolution for me, maybe. To try and give myself a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I completely think it's a great idea.
Yeah, well,
honestly.
because like we just put up Little Hope. We finished Little Hope.
Finally finished Little Hope.
It took us a couple of months, which is absolutely atrocious. And like every time we
For
were
like
sitting
a short
down,
game, right? Yeah.
I know, and I feel like it's just, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate if you're home, or especially if you have kids at home or you're working from home. It's really, really nuts. Yesterday, you were on a meeting and our 1-year-old runs in and feeds you a fake burger.
Just fingers
while you're on your meeting, and he's holding.
And, you know,
I'm
it's
like,
all meetings are all webcam now.
Yeah, I know.
All
and
of
I'm
them
like,
webcam.
Daddy's on a meeting, and he's like, eat the burger. And you did. You went,
Yeah,
I know, delicious.
They get it. You know, pretty much everyone there is kids too,
Everybody
so they got it. But still,
I know
stuff like that. But that's the other thing; it's happening on everybody's cameras.
Is it real? Is it happening on everybody's?
Kids show up everywhere, and then less and less and less and less as everybody learns how to live with this reality. You know, not just the person working, but the family of the person working. Everyone's like, "How are we going to do this and make this work?"
I know.
And so that's what the last year has been like, at least since like March, when they're like, so I was going to be out of the office for 2 weeks, and I've never been back.
And he just went today.
Yeah, today to go get my personal stuff and get it out of there.
It was so bizarre.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like
you
I
left
showed up
in March on a Friday, March 13th, and never went back until
and we were finally
today.
able to go in today to get my personal stuff. I had to
On
sign up for a
December
window
18th.
of time to go in. I was like, had to reserve an hour to go into the building to go to my desk and get the stuff. And it was a bummer. I'm like, man, I like to hear, you know, like, and we're probably not going to go back to that office. They're probably going to they may make us permanently remote. They've talked about doing that because everything's still going fine ever since this happened. I think a lot of places are starting to do that.
Right.
So it's really interesting, and the whole time has been like, well, we had to figure this out right now, and and you just have to kind of just do it a lot, and you know, just every day you figure it out a little bit more. But that also basically was happening at the same time that we were starting to do all this stuff with the channel and with Twitch, and trying to get it all to happen and all the work. It's not been easy, but I've been actually. I was thinking about this not that long ago. I'm personally, it's one of the things about 2020 that I think I'm happy about.
Okay.
Because we still did it. You know,
we did.
The channel did not die. We didn't stop doing it. We didn't just drop all the face on the planet. We're not doing it as much as we would like to, but we're doing it. You know, we're still here.
Yeah, I really want to try and push it a little bit more because I do think, and we've been trying to be better with this. Just within the last week, we need better sleep.
Yes.
Because we really don't sleep. Our babies are up early.
Yeah.
And our days are go, 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 go. Very rarely can we catch a cat nap.
Yeah.
And when we do,
Every now
it's
and then.
maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, because we're up like 6:30, and then we start streaming at 8:30 or recording at about 8:30 at night. So we had already been up for 12, 14 hours.
Yeah.
And then we try and have really high energy. So we have like a midday coffee.
Yeah.
And then there's like a crash.
This is
So
such a
we're-
system this
it
has become,
really-
guys.
You know,
Like-
if any of you can empathize, but then we're kind of like, you know what, we just got to back up and just try and really go hard and try and sleep. So we've been doing okay with that. That's been a little bit better, but it's almost like my body will let me do it.
Yeah.
You know, so, but I'm very, very tired. I mean, we're always really tired, but you know, we have to like edit and make sure we keep everything straight with who is what. And then there's all the business stuff. It's been nuts.
Yeah.
It's been really
Yeah.
nuts. But
I mean,
we're
it's-
pulling it off.
yeah,
I
it's
just
all-
really want to do more playthroughs on the channel.
Sure.
But there's going to be like some push and pull in other areas. Like if we go really hard on Twitch, or Twitch is, you know, really, or you know when it happens? Like at the end of the month where we have the movie.
Yeah.
And we lose a recording night, and then we kind of get backed up. But that's so fun, and I don't want to give up the
Yeah, I'm not
Twitch
gonna give
movie.
up the movie night,
So
though,
it's a
yeah.
lot of like push and pull. Am I making excuses? Am I? But you know what? That's okay. It's just an explanation of how crazy our lives are. We'll look back on this when we're 50. And we'll go, what in the world? You know, we're like, how did we pull that off?
But I
with
think
two
we're also
young
going to
kids?
go back and think like that was an awesome time.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to think.
I bet-
And
I
that's
bet.
that's the other thing. I mean, like these are all positive problems we're talking about, right? Like the fact that there is even business stuff to worry about
Yeah,
is
that's so
tremendous,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
And
oh my
like
God. I don't
it's-
lose sight of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
it's
So I
amazing.
want to make that clear. Like what we wanted this video
fantastic.
to be about was all the stuff that we liked from
Yeah.
2020. You know, that like all the stuff that was great. We know the stuff that derailed everybody, and that's what we're going to. You know, that's not what this is about. This is about the good stuff. So
Yeah.
that in
I know.
mind,
We were
yeah.
super busy, but like happy. Like
Yeah.
you know, like I feel like it was all like good things. At least I were kind of busy, and I have some guilt with that as well because so many people are struggling right now. And
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you don't want to be like, hey, it was great for us. Like
Yeah.
it was, you know, but it was hard.
Yeah, it
was,
just ended up stroke of luck that I'm in the business I'm in.
Yeah, yeah.
So it hasn't suffered.
Right,
because
right.
so many people lost their jobs. It's crazy. But we're not talking about that yet.
No.
That's not what this is about. This is about the good stuff that happened in 2020.
Trying to shift
Other than gaming, because
Yes.
gaming is next
Next
time.
week.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So you want to talk about all the good things that we consumed this year?
Yes.
All the good media, all the stuff that distracted us enough
Yes.
to kind of be able to put all the heavy stuff on the back burner for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It basically sated us until the end of the freaking year.
Yes.
And you know, where things anyway, we're not gonna talk about the bad stuff.
So what do you want to start?
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay.
Okay,
there's one thing screaming. What?
Okay, I wanted to structure this a little bit, and Maddie
No.
said he wanted just to have a conversation.
Yeah.
So let's see how this turns
Yeah,
out.
I don't want to be
shall
like,
we?
let's pick our best thing from this category, this category. Let's just talk about the
No,
things
I'm like,
we like.
do you want to do like movies or shows?
Sure, yes,
or
yes.
music.
Yes.
And he was okay.
Yes,
all right,
yes,
so
and
I'll
yes.
follow you, girlfriend. All right, go ahead.
All right. So the one thing that's jumping out to me right now is one of the favorite discoveries that we have had. I know you know what I'm going to say. Favorite discoveries is a YouTube channel that has changed our lives for the better. So we discovered Mark Rebier this year.
Do you guys? Can you put? Wait, whose Google is this? Is this your?
This
Google?
is my Google.
Mark
I'll bring him
Rebier.
up. We can't play his stuff.
Guys, we
you guys
cannot.
just got to go to his channel.
Do not play it in front of children. Do not play this in front of your parents. He is horrific and brilliant.
I did Rebelette
Yes.
before. Okay, this is the guy.
Yes.
So what he is, he's just a dude who like has a million songs in his head. He can sit down and just start putting something together. He has a looper,
Right.
with 5 different channels on it and some effects.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a laptop full of samples and synths and drums and all this stuff. And then it's hooked up to this MIDI controller he's got, which is a piano and then a bunch of drum pads.
Right.
And then he's got, I feel like he's got one more thing, doesn't he?
He has like shakers. and little
He's got
things and
his
stuff,
microphone, right?
Right.
And then he's got like a bunch of little auxiliary percussion kind of stuff.
Right.
And he just comes up with songs on the spot. He just like
Yeah.
he's recording himself. He's just winging stuff, and like after you watch it for a little bit, you get it. He like first he starts coming up with a drum beat. Usually it comes
Yeah.
with a drum beat first, and then he'll like add a bass line. They'll start to add some keyboards, and then he'll have this big thing to build it up. And once he decides he likes it, then he breaks it down and he starts with just a drum beat or just like one of the rhythm tracks and starts making up words and singing and like this other stuff. And then he like makes a transition into a chorus and like,
Yeah.
and it's a song and it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun to watch him do it. And he's hilarious. He's ridiculous.
He's filthy.
He's completely
Absolutely
filthy to the point where it's hilarious.
Oh my God, it's so like stanky.
Yeah.
And we saw him retweeted by Ice Cube, because who doesn't follow Ice Cube?
Ice Cube retweeted
on Twitter?
this guy, yeah.
And Ice Cube retweeted him a couple of months back, and we were like, who in the world? And we just went
right before that
on
was
such
the first
a
time I
deep
saw
dive.
him.
Oh, really?
First, right before that, everybody was retweeting the racism sucks or F racism thing that he did, and that was going around. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And then Ice-T, I didn't look into him at that point, and then Ice-T retweeted him and said like, this is like the most talented guy in the world, and then went on this Twitter run of just retweeting Mark Rebier stuff, and then we checked them out, and we saw a couple videos. One of them was about a flamingo that we just watched before we started recording here.
I know. It's just like a go-to. On my Spotify top of 2020, a lot of it is Mark Rebier.
Yeah.
The other day, I had the baby asleep, and I accidentally played one of his songs in his room, and it was like about like Weenits and all kinds of like so bad. So if you're gonna listen, make sure like you're in private or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would listen to I'm a Flamingo.
Yeah.
And I would listen to if you go back, Funk Emergency is there.
Funk Emergency is really good.
But really talented guy, hilarious.
Yes.
Super hilarious, and he performs in his bathrobe and his underwear.
It's weird. It's
absolutely
weird.
bananas,
It's
but it's
bananas.
so fun. And
it's
take a look if you want.
And he seems right now to have been discovered because he's got over 1 million subs on YouTube now. He had
1 million a week ago.
There's a video that started going around of T-Pain doing his live stream, and he was drawing a blank, so he called up Mark Rebier to give him a progression, and he gave it to him over the phone, and that was that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So it's like he does seem to be getting like more attention. I don't know. He's like a really cool guy to watch right now.
Yeah. And then we also listened to a lot of James Blake. We listened to a lot of Billie Eilish, of course, like everybody else. The new Dua Lipa album.
Yes, I like that one. That one's freaking catchy.
Great. Now, I've been listening a lot to the new Strokes album, which actually came out in April, but I just put it on a little while ago, and I've been loving it. I wasn't so sure on the first listen. Second, third, 20th listen, I am totally on board. I love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then Nothing But Thieves, we figured out.
Nothing But Thieves, we really did dive into a little bit.
I know.
That dude could sing his butt off.
Yeah, he can.
That's crazy.
I feel like I'm rattling off too many all in one go.
Yeah.
We did Thundercat. We discovered Thundercat. Jacob Collier. We discovered we're just now kind of dipping a toe into K-pop a little bit.
A little.
Because you know what happens, like the Grammy nominations come out, and then we start thinking like, ooh, like who got nominated, or let's listen, and we usually do like kind of a deep dive and find some new people. And there was some K-pop nominated, and we've just never like crossed paths with it, just like in our listening or whatever, which is unusual because it's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And BTS was nominated, of course, so I dove a little bit into BTS. Super cute. So I was, but now I don't know where to begin because it's its own like monster.
Yeah, it's,
you know what I mean?
is a totally different thing.
But it's interesting. It's all kinds of influences, all kind of crisscross influences.
So in some cases,
influences.
In some cases, like that song from Blackpink.
Oh, Blackpink.
Yeah, it was like it had like some Latin, some American pop, some K-pop, and like some like other stuff mixed in there, and like dubstep kind of. So like it was pretty cool. That song was pretty neat, but like as a whole, I'm still not sure I can do it.
You're not sure?
Not sure about it yet. I think these bands are very impressive to watch perform.
Oh, yeah.
Because they always do these insanely in sync dances that make me think somebody's whipping them while they're doing it, because it's like kind of like way too accurate, way too good. I'm like, what is happening to these people to make them do this?
I know.
And that's what they can think about.
I don't know enough about it. To really make a judgment. But I know the exact vibe you're talking about, where it's kind of like they're too perfect. They're too, I mean, strictly talking about BTS, which is like,
it's really BTS.
But and it's like, oh my God, like, are they okay? Are they all right?
Are we gonna hear stories about this 10 years from now? There's gonna be a documentary. Like, I'm a little worried about it.
I know. But yeah, it's been a really good year musically, I think, because a lot of people have been home.
It has been a cool year musically.
Yeah, because a lot of people are home. The new Run the Jewels album came out this year.
That was this year?
That was this year, man.
Oh my God.
Isn't that absolutely nuts?
Yeah.
I know. It feels so like even just trying to get all my thoughts together in the same cloud is hard, because really it's like this entire year was just like suspended. Even like, oh my gosh, Hamilton. Obsessed with Hamilton. All year.
That was this year?
That was this year that Hamilton
That was
came
this
out.
year?
It was. Yeah, it came on Disney Plus on the 4th of July. watched it. I think it was the 4th
And
July.
that's right. And we saw it in a theater just before the lockdown.
Yeah, we did.
Days before the lockdown.
Days before. Yeah, we had gone.
So that was this year.
That was
That
this
feels
year.
like a lifetime ago.
I know.
Whoa, that's weird.
And I mean I listened to that all
that restaurant?
through lockdown.
Remember
And
we in there too?
yeah.
Like that's one of the last times we ate in a restaurant.
It was.
If not the last time.
If not.
I think that was the last time. That may have been the last time we ate in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was New York. I know.
March.
And we knew that it was that like COVID was coming around, and I remember being like, "Don't touch your face. Don't touch any surfaces."
Yeah, that's all it was about.
Yeah,
It's about don't touch your face and wash your hands a lot.
Yeah, wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Yeah, nobody's wearing masks
Yeah.
yet. That wasn't a thing yet. And nobody was
we
social
sat in a
distancing.
theater. I know.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing yet either.
We digress.
Anyway,
I know.
we keep coming back to that. I'm sorry.
I know. Well, you said you
Back
wanted
to
it
the-
to have a conversation. You
back
said
to
you
the
wanted
good
it
stuff.
to be conversational.
Back
But
to
it was
the
a really good year musically. It really was.
Yeah. And I know there's a million things I can't think of right now. We just recently started diving into the Mars Volta a little bit.
Yeah,
that was
we're
when I
late
knew
on that.
passed
I mean,
me by.
it's a good
so
time to go digging
yeah, the stuff that
back
passed you by. Yeah,
a little bit, because a lot of stuff, I mean, it stopped. We had tickets for stuff. We were going to see Rage Against the Machine.
we were going to see Rage
and
Against
Run
the
the
Machine and Run the
Jewels
Jewels
this year
in the same
in
show.
the summer. So it was like
so
yeah,
excited for that.
I'm really, really bummed about that.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
hopefully we get, you know, like, are we going to go? Are we going to be able to go? I think
It depends on what, like, they haven't announced. Like,
I remember reading on Ticketmaster, like a headline a while ago, that Ticketmaster was trying to think of a way to require like a negative COVID test or a vaccine or something in order to gain entry into a concert.
some sort of proof of
But
vaccination.
even
Yeah.
then, I feel like I'm like nervous. And
That would
I
certainly
saw
be better
today-
than not, though.
You know what I saw today? That
What?
they're already selling fake COVID vaccines online.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine
Wow.
thinking that you got vaccinated and then going and getting it? Like, I can't.
Or what else is in there?
like,
what
I
are you
feel like-
actually putting
yeah,
into
what
yourself?
What are
Like-
you actually putting in your body?
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
I know. It's so much to think about, because I keep thinking that, like, the question I keep asking myself, I know we keep coming back to coronavirus, I'm so sorry, but like, what will it take for me to feel like things are going back to normal?
Yeah.
And you said a vaccine. I just feel like
Yes.
everybody needs to be vaccinated.
Yes.
But even then,
Like
I feel like
a vaccine followed by a drop in the transmission rate. If that
Yeah.
happens, then I'll feel comfy.
Yeah.
You know, if that starts to show that like people getting
Comfy?
vaccinated, yeah.
like you'll go like, okay, I'll go to a concert.
Yeah. It depends on what point we're at, but the only important thing here is trends.
Yeah.
If people start getting vaccines and we start seeing that number coming down, the transmission rate going down, as long as it's headed down, I'm good.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go to a movie that day, but like I'm
Yeah.
feeling good about where things are going and what's happening, because if the vaccines work, I don't expect it to swing back.
Yeah.
You know, the
Right.
thing that could make it swing back would be if like the immunity doesn't last long at all,
Yeah.
or if too many people don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's a 2-dose vaccine and half the people only get one of the two, and you can't get like enough adoption to get the herd immunity
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
started.
Right.
So it's there's so many things that enter into it, but that's it. That's the starting point. There's literally nothing changing or that we can do
Mm-hmm.
until there's a vaccine. We can try to keep the numbers down as low as we can,
Yeah.
but they're going to continue rising. They're going to continue getting
I
worse.
feel like I've like rewritten my like DNA. You know what I mean? Like I'm just so worried about our boys
Yeah,
and our parents.
yeah.
I was like, I can't imagine giving it to somebody,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
you know what I mean? I can't even. Luckily, we have it. None of our families have gotten it, but we do know people who have had it
Yes.
and who currently have it.
Yes.
And many of you actually talk to
Yes.
us on stream
We're
and
talking on-
tell
on-
us that
on
you're
Twitch.
getting, and on Twitter telling us you're getting tested or that you have it, and you tell us your symptoms and everything. And
Yeah.
it's like, we're so invested in everybody and all of you. And like, it's a huge worry. And I don't see myself really shaking that so easy. So even after, if we get vaccinated, or when we get vaccinated, should I say, when all that happens, I think I'm still going to want to, maybe like dip a toe in the water, and then that's it. And then just like slowly try and inch our way out. Because really, I'm kind of finding I'm like a homebody. I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we watch Netflix. We'll get to shows and all that in a moment. I know we're going on. But like now it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
kind of okay at home. I really am.
Yeah.
Like I love a bar. I love a restaurant. I really do.
Well,
I love a sporting event. I really do. I love a concert. But for now, like, I'm all right. I'm fine at home. You know?
Yeah, it's funny because in our case, even if this wasn't going on, we're still not doing any of that stuff because we have two small children.
Right.
So this really doesn't change our day all that much, to be honest.
That's true.
The most significant way it's changed our day is I can't go into any offices anymore.
Right.
And everything's working from home. But that's the most sigignificant. And we don't go into supermarkets.
Right.
We get it delivered.
Yeah, we get it delivered
so,
now.
That's probably the only stuff. I'm trying to think. There's nothing else significant. We do have to go out of our way to decide we're not going to see a lot of different people that we normally would see.
Right.
And really arrange things with our parents ahead of time to make sure that there's we're going on both sides for when we meet. And there's a lot more things to worry about, but the actual contents of the day for us haven't really changed that much.
Yeah. It's still nuts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're little. They won't be little forever, but
yeah.
We digress again.
We digress. I think we've digressed more than not digressed.
I know, but I want to talk about shows. We've already gone over.
Yes.
But I do want to talk about shows because, of course, we watched less stuff than I would have liked, as always, because it's just infinite possibilities.
You can't watch every show. You can't do it.
I know.
I have to miss them.
The most recent one that we watched was The Crown.
Yes.
Now, I forced you into The Crown, and you liked it, right? And it had Margaret Thatcher in it and Gillian Anderson, and it was wonderful. And we did it all in a week. Because of that, we got behind in The Mandalorian. And the finale was on tonight for The Mandalorian.
That's
and
right.
I heard it's amazing. So I think I want to try and watch that tonight because The Mandalorian is just...
It's fun.
I like it.
Mandalorian's
Can
fun.
Tracy Ullman be in The Mandalorian a lot more? Because
that'd be okay.
I love Tracy Ullman. She's wonderful. And now we're, I think, 2 behind with that. But before that, we watched Bly Manor.
Yes. That was awesome.
Did you guys watch Bly Manor? Because did you like Haunting of Hill House better? Now looking back on it, you did.
Yes, definitely. I don't
they
think
were different.
Yeah, that's an easy answer for me. That one-shot episode, it had some not that there wasn't amazing acting in this last one. I feel like there was just other moments. I felt like most of the stuff that really hit me hard was in the first season.
Yeah.
And the way it ended, oh my God, destroyed me. And even throughout, but
yeah.
And Bly Manor was awesome, and I think it's solidified that I'm gonna like whatever this guy does.
Yeah.
But it's still, Hill House is always gonna be, I think. It's gonna be hard to beat that.
Just,
it's gonna be really hard to beat that.
We have to go back and watch Hill House.
I would totally watch it again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the best shows
good.
for me at seasons of any show I've ever watched.
You think so?
For me, that's up there with first season True Detective.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right up there.
I think for me, my favorite thing that we watched this year, my absolute favorite was Schitt's Creek.
Oh, that was this year.
It was this year.
Oh my God.
Isn't that so strange?
Yeah.
We watched all of Schitt's Creek in the beginning of quarantine.
Yes.
Over 2 months or so. Those little serving
Had we started
sizes,
it just
those little
before
20
quarantine,
minutes.
I feel like?
Just about. I had watched maybe 2 episodes, or I started.
You started with that, and I wasn't watching it with you.
In March, I had the baby or something, and I was like, "Oh, I heard this was funny," and I put it on in the background. Really didn't pay much attention.
Yeah.
And then I caught that it was getting kind of funny, and I stopped.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I think Maddie's gonna want to watch this."
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, totally. I loved it.
Oh my God.
It was fantastic.
Worth every second. I'm so sad it's done. I'm hearing rumors that they may do a movie, which would make me very happy. And then they won everything at the Emmys, and it was so great.
Yeah, that was really good to see.
I know. They had masks on and everything. It was so, but
yeah, everyone's in different places.
That show.
But yeah, that was awesome. That was amazing. How many Emmys they won? They won a ridiculous amount.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
They did. I think for me in comedies, that's really up there. Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec for me is almost like a perfect series. I love Parks
except for
and
the
Rec.
first season.
Except
second
for
season.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to get going.
It took a while, yeah.
But when it got going, it got going.
Happens.
Yeah,
that happens. But yeah, I love Parks and Rec. Schitt's Creek, though, got better and better and better. It was so good.
That was really good.
And I know, I'm so sad that there's not more of that.
Yeah.
And we just binged
There were some
it.
characters I don't think I was ready to say goodbye to yet.
I
you
know. Probably because we came in so late.
Maybe.
Because it was ending by the time we started watching it. So we were just brrr, and then the whole series was done.
Yep.
So I know. I'm so sad about that, but I loved that show. It was so good.
I'm not sure which what are the shows?
Tiger King.
That was this year. It's just blowing my mind.
Did you see somebody got attacked at Carol Baskin's?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
I forgot to tell you about that.
Oh my
Somebody
God,
like lost.
that
Did they
show.
lose a limb or something?
No, I think it said nearly lost a limb. It was like one of those like something almost happened to Carol Baskin's, like that kind of thing. But
Carol effing Baskin. That show was.
That was a trip.
I remember when it was going on, my parents in the beginning of quarantine, they were like, I'm so bored. And I was like, yo, watch Tiger King. I was like, if anything, just to get like the cultural significance of it right now.
Yeah, this is going to pop up everywhere for a while.
Because everybody's going to be talking about it and all of this stuff. So they tried to watch it and my mom went, I got like half an episode in, like, I can't watch that. I just can't do it. And I was like, why, Mom? It's ridiculous. And she was like, no, like, it's just, I can't. So I was like, okay, you're lost.
I don't think my parents watched it.
Because it's fantastic. Yeah. They didn't.
I remember my mom asking me if she should watch it. I was kind of like,
really? I was like, watch it.
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure I can say yes.
Yours, though, I think would be a little bit more, would definitely be turned off, I think.
I think they'd be turned off.
I thought mine might be into it.
Yeah.
Might. But mine have this horrible habit, my mom does at least, and my dad just goes along with it, that if my mom doesn't like a movie or a show within the first half hour, it's off. And just, I don't like it. She doesn't
give it a chance.
Yeah. She'll walk out of movies. She'll like that
walk
kind of
out
thing.
of movies.
I know,
that one blows my mind.
I just change her. And I'm like, Mom, like, what is
wrong with you? I paid for a movie.
You?
I'm sitting down watching the damn movie.
I know. I remember she walked out of something that was like a really good movie. Like, I want to say I don't know, like, for example, like Shawshank, right? And Shawshank Redemption, which is like an amazing movie, but
it's incredible.
But difficult to watch at times, right?
Yeah, it can be.
You know what I mean? And her saying, like, I wasn't having a good time watching it. I wasn't having fun.
Was Saving Private Ryan or something?
Yeah,
maybe?
like something like that.
Yeah,
it's like I wasn't enjoying myself. I wasn't enjoying the movie-going experience at the cinema. So I think maybe that's the class she falls into, which is like,
everything has to be.
I want the old razzle dazzle.
Oh, it has to make you feel good.
Has to make you feel
It's all about making you feel good,
Which is why she just watches Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail and Tom Hanks movies all the time.
A lot of chick flicks.
Yes. Although she liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The end.
That's right.
The
and
end.
she specifically liked the
She was
end.
like, I love the end. I was like, oh my God, Mom, you watched that? She was like, I watched it like 2-3 times.
It was just like a fantasy, of like what could, like.
Was that this year? No.
Was that this year? No.
It couldn't have been
We
this
may
year.
have watched it this year.
Yeah.
But that
maybe.
was Oscars.
Yeah, that's
before.
right. That was this year.
Yeah, the Oscars are this year. Oscars are this year.
What has this year been?
Yeah.
And then, but that's what kept us busy. Can you think of anything else?
There's other movies we've watched.
What movies did we watch?
Well, we a couple of them with on the watch parties, which was really cool. The Twitch watch parties. We started doing that this year.
The watch parties are so fun.
They're freaking great.
So fun.
Watch some amazing stuff too. Better stuff than I expected to be watching, to be honest.
Yes. Yes. We're having one over New Year's Eve. We're not sure if we're gonna watch the movie on New Year's Eve or maybe New Year's Day. We're gonna watch a movie. We haven't quite decided. We'll let you know. But I think Hereditary was the. Were you going to say Hereditary? We saw for the first time with you guys on Twitch Watch Party.
What a movie that was.
Yeah.
Wow, that got me. That really got me.
Yeah, that movie
I loved
was
it. I thought it was fantastic.
Else. In hindsight, it was really good.
Yeah.
But super difficult to watch.
Very difficult to watch at parts.
And you guys were telling us about Midsommar. Is that how you say it, Midsommar?
Yeah.
And you said it's not exactly a movie to watch on stream. So maybe we won't do that. It's a little.
I do really want to watch it. It's from the same writer director, right?
Right.
So and apparently it's also very heady, also very emotional and difficult. Some people said it was more difficult, which it sounds intimidating.
Was heartbreaking.
But definitely that's going to be on our list. But discovering that movie, that was a high point for me.
Yeah.
In general, because otherwise it was what was it? Sharknado.
I was just going to say Sharknado. We watched Sharknado.
Much fun, though, to watch. It was so much fun. And Twilight. We watched Twilight. Remember, we actually watched the entire movie.
Oh my gosh.
We watched it from the beginning. We paid attention.
And I know, we paid attention. But you know what? You guys are so funny.
Yeah, it's so much fun watching with you guys.
You kill us watching with you guys. So if we were to watch something a little bit difficult, like you guys are the crowd to watch it with because you make it hilarious or a little bit easier to get through. But so we're going to do another one. We're going to keep doing that as the months go on. Last day of the month, we'll watch a movie, order some food. Yeah. Just,
it's been a lot of fun. Are those the only 3 we've done?
No, we've done more than that, I thought.
Have we? What else did we watch?
Of course, no, I can't remember. Oh my goodness. We tried to watch Shrek. That didn't work. We watched Rambo.
We just watched Rambo.
We just watched Rambo.
Yeah.
Absolutely
The last
ridiculous.
Rambo, Last Blood.
Last Blood.
Yeah. That
was a good time.
That was a Rambo movie. It was a Rambo movie way
really
past what it
was.
should have been the last Rambo movie.
Yes.
But it was entertaining.
But it was
very entertaining.
What was that? Do you hear that?
Is that an actual mouse?
Do you hear that?
Hold up.
No, it's a bird.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. It's 9:15 at night.
No, you know what it is?
What?
You're playing a video on here.
No, I'm not. Oh, I am. I have my pandas up. Look, there they are. This is bird tweeting my pandas. I'm sorry, I had my panda cam up, guys.
It sounded like there were birds in the ceiling.
I thought it was a mouse.
It sounded like there were birds in the ceiling.
I have my panda cam on. I'm sorry. I will mute my panda cam. I love the pandas. We were streaming last night. I had the pandas up. Give me a break. That's another YouTube channel that's wonderful. Look at the Happiness Village Baby Panda Park. It's a live cam of pandas, and we put it on Twitch all the time.
Yeah, I have to replay something gross like Doom or Mortal Kombat. That's been going on.
I know. But you guys have been so awesome and so patient with us this year.
This year on Twitch has been amazing too.
It has been.
You know, we played some really cool games on Twitch, but we're going to talk about games.
I know. Yes, I know. I can't wait to talk about games, and especially all the games that we played this year that we loved so much.
Yeah.
There's so many that we missed. I'm sure you guys are in the same situation.
Yeah.
I know. Like, you missed so many because really our gaming experiences are all on the channel
It's
or on
just
Twitch.
here. Yeah, there is no other gaming time. This is like how it happens. This is how we end up being able to game.
Yeah.
It's because we kind of have to do it for the channel, right? So
if you don't see us play it, it's not getting played.
Yeah.
Right?
If we hadn't done it for the channel or done it on Twitch or YouTube, we never played it.
Right. So it's been that way for a while, I think now.
For years now.
Yeah, for years.
It's been that way for years now.
God. But you know what? It's so great and it's so fun, and I'm so honored.
Totally.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
That we're in this position, and it's so super cool.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of it, and I'm proud of you guys, and I'm proud of the community we have.
Yeah, we got our silver button this year. You know? That's crazy. But, it still hasn't really hit me.
And I know. But also just everybody that's in this community is so amazing and so welcoming and so kind. And I know everybody says this on YouTube and on Twitch, just says, oh, we have the nicest community, but we do.
We're the only ones not
and
lying when we say it.
We really do. Everybody's so super sweet and nice and kind and patient.
Yes.
And, absolutely unbelievable. And you guys have helped me. I can't speak for you. Helped me get
100%.
quarantine. Just you guys kill me. You crack me up so much on Twitter and on Twitch and on YouTube and just everything. You make our lives so full.
Yeah.
And we have a full life anyway. We've got 2 beautiful babies that are hilarious and awesome. And we just spend so much of the day just laughing about stuff that happened on Twitch and on YouTube and what we were playing and some kind of bad thing that we encountered or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's so much fun. And I wish we could do more. I wish there were more hours in a day. I wish we could get more sleep at the same time. The number one priority is those babies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they will always be number one priority.
Yes, they will.
And we will, skimp on sleep as much as we can.
Yes.
That we can still function.
Yes.
But I think this next year, I really want to try and do better with our scheduling and our time blocking.
I think we'll be able to because the one thing about the age that our kids are at right now is that things will change very quickly.
Yeah.
Things change rapidly.
They're just now keeping themselves occupied on their own.
Yes. And our first, he's been doing that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden we had a newborn again. And then it's you have to drop everything and start over all over again. But then I forgot how quickly it's I don't have to be in the same room as him. I can have 10 seconds, 15 seconds without seeing him. And things are still probably okay.
Although that happened today.
Yeah.
And our 1-year-old pulled his pants all the way down. And pulled out his ween-it. And I walked in the room and he just standing there. With the weaned it out. And I was like, dude!
I was like,
take your booty cheeks.
I was trying to send out a very detailed, difficult email at the time.
I'm like, Maddie,
at the work, and I'm like, oh my God, I got this off my head. I got to get this out. Like, you got to look at your baby right now. You got to look at your baby. So I went and walked in. I walk over there. He's just hanging out. And I'm like, what happened in here? What happened?
He discovered his ween-it is what happened.
He discovered his
He's like,
ween-it.
what is that?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
It's been hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
But he's
fun.
already hilarious.
Yeah, I know. And
He's
they're at
funny.
a really fun age anyway.
Yes.
The two of them. So we're trying to really be engaged and be present. And I've been a lot better, I think, with putting the phone down, not being on my phone in front of them, just really 100% of my attention with them and staying engaged because they're missing out on so much.
Yeah.
Because of all this. It's such a shame around the holidays when we would be going and doing all kinds of things and visiting family and all that stuff. Even the summer, we missed out on a lot in the summer just because of all this. But they're totally happy. They're like homebodies. They're having a great time. They really are.
Yeah.
So I mean, they don't know what they're missing out on. Like we know what they're missing out on, you know? So like they don't, you know, they're little. So
Yeah.
Well, hopefully next year things get a little bit better. Things open up. Our support system can open up a little bit.
Yes.
Maybe we could have some
Some
people watch
babysitting,
them,
yeah,
some
yeah.
babysitting situations. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that we could
That
maybe
could really open up some
free up
options,
some
yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
that would be lovely.
Yeah.
That would really be lovely. But we thank
Like
you
a
guys.
weekend day and like get a whole lot done. We'll do like a long stream, something like that, you know. So
Exactly.
we'll be able to do that.
I
But
know.
it's
We
only
just
going
wanna
to
be
get better
safe.
from here, really. I feel
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah.
And it's already, and as far as I'm concerned, it's already good. I already feel good. So it's like, you know,
About where it's going.
well, we're in a sustainable place. We're at a place that we can keep doing this, and it'll be
Oh,
okay.
right. Yeah, yeah.
You know, like somebody like
We
when-
can keep this going
Yes.
for a while and be all right.
Like back
Yeah.
in the day, when we were trying to do like 2 videos a day for that
Right.
short amount of time.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
terrible.
Right.
That was a terrible existence.
Yeah, yeah,
But
it really was.
like, you know, we've reached a point here where it's like, okay, we can stream and we can do these videos and
Yeah.
do that thing for a little
we
bit.
really-
And knowing that we're gonna get
Right.
busier later. We can do this more later.
Right, right. We do need to be better, I think, with like self-care.
Yes.
And making sure that we're sleeping and we're eating okay and we're exercising and we're doing all of that, because it's so easy for us to just wake up and just be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But we digressed again.
Yeah.
As we
Lot
tend
of
to do. We
digression.
already talked way too much. And I'm sure next week is going to be even worse because we're going to talk about games.
Yes.
And the games we played, the games we missed, the games that we're going to be playing in 2021 that we missed from 2020. We have so much to discuss over there.
We do.
So I hope you guys come back next week and listen to us talk to each other for 44 minutes or 40 minutes or however long this has been. I know we were like, let's keep it to like 10.
Short. Let's talk real quick.
I know. Is this going to be a pain to edit? Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you just going to let it run?
Mostly.
No breaks?
Some. Probably.
Really?
I don't know. We'll see what it feels like. I won't know until I line it up and experience it.
Maddie edits at about 6:30 in the morning. It's,
Yeah.
It's the only time he could edit.
Yeah.
Get up with the baby. The baby's up like,
Yeah.
hello!
Baby's up. I get him his little bar and his water.
Yeah.
And I get a coffee and I give him a video and I sit down and I edit in the
Yeah.
family room with him.
Yeah.
And he starts saying letters and I'm doing my thing.
I know. So you're up really early editing and all of that stuff. And
That's
then we've got
been one of the best times
Christmas
to do it though.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Yeah, it is
It's
quiet.
quiet,
He's really good in the morning. Just kind of wants
Yeah.
to chill.
Right.
You know, for a little bit before
And then I
things
have
get
to
really
sneak
rolling.
down past him because he's very
If he sees
like,
you,
Mama.
yeah, then he has to be out of the playpen.
Mama.
Like he will want to get out right away.
I know. I love him. He gives me big hugs. Big hugs. But guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And next week we'll do this again. We'll talk about video games.
Yes.
And if there's anything that you liked this year, any movies, shows, music that you loved, please drop it in the comments because we're always open to listening to new stuff. We're always so psyched about music. I feel like we don't talk about music enough.
Yeah.
Because he and I talk about music probably more often than video games in the household.
Yeah, maybe.
We're always pulling
Probably,
each other.
yeah.
Today it happened. I pulled you in a different room because James Blake did an album of covers.
Yes.
And I pulled you in to listen to When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish, which is a beautiful arrangement.
Yeah,
Especially
his,
in the latter
his
half. I was
cover,
like,
yeah.
you have to listen. So that happens a lot. So I would love to talk music with you guys because it's big, humongous part of our lives.
Yeah.
Huge.
Absolutely is.
So yes, let us know what you've been listening to. We're always open. We're always listening if you have a song or whatever. And we'll do the same thing next week.
No way.
And finish Amnesia this upcoming week.
Yes.
Finally,
Yes.
another one that took us forever to finish in an embarrassingly long amount of time.
And then we can start up something new.
Yes.
something
And that will
new.
be discussed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
That was a long
that was a
conversation.
long ass episode.
I know. I'm so sorry.
We just kind of
We're
talked.
trying to make up for the whole year.
Yes,
we,
exactly.
We have nothing,
Cram it in this one little space.
I know.
But yeah,
It is what it is.
it's been a heck of a year.
I know. I'm ready for it to be done, man.
It's been great. It's been terrible. And everything in between.
Yeah.
But don't forget to watch us on Twitch. How many have left? You have 17. And if you like this video,
Yeah.
please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.